Free Radford. I'm Dustin Staples here, the station manager, continuing our Zoom virtual interviews. And today's interview is a very special interview talking about the coronavirus, and well as one gentleman who has took the beyond measures of doing more than just what he's been doing as well. Seth Graham joins me here via Zoom, also a big TikToker out there as well.
All right, so I am actually from a small town just outside of Rochester, New York. It's called Caledonia, and I'm graduated from college now. I've been graduated for a few years, and a fun fact about myself. Oh, that's a fun one. I am the only boy, and I am the middle child. I've got two sisters. So,
All righty, cool deal. There you go. All righty. Well, congratulations on your I guess for school now. Of course, it is such an odd time. I think you beat all this craziness with the going into schools and Zooming and stuff like that. So first things first here, how has life been impacting you since the coronavirus started early on this year?
It's been impacted quite a bit, actually. My whole life has changed because of this, so it's been crazy.
Yeah. So what is something that has been from the get-go that you probably never thought about, I guess, doing or maybe gaining something new to where we are right now?
So when COVID first started, so I've lost 45, 50 pounds since COVID started. And it's because, there was just a whole bunch of life changes. We had to adjust to a new normal. And you interviewed Answers Luke a few months ago, maybe. I met him through TikTok, and that was a big thing. He really impacted my life, and we became best friends through TikTok. And because of COVID, he helped motivate me to lose the weight. He kept texting me saying, you got to do this, you got to do that. We worked on starting up the apparel business together. So he really helped me grow stronger in my faith, and things in my life have changed, and because of this COVID thing, they'll never be the same. And I'm very thankful for that, actually. So.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, occasionally me and Luke and I will also say do a bit of content, but I think he's more you or like his go number one person, I guess, and stuff like that. So we're going to talk about the website there, the Burning Faith, I think it's what it is, and
Yep.
let's talk about how that got started. Let's talk about some ways and some merch, and let's get a whole story about it, I guess.
Yeah. So, basically, Luke, I was on TikTok just messing around. I was bored during COVID. I have a part-time job. I do government accounting here in town. And then on the side, I started a business. I do website design and graphic design. So what ended up happening was everything got shut down in town. Couldn't do anything. So I'm like, what am I going to do? So I found this app, TikTok. I'm like, okay, this is kind of fun. I'm going to use this app. So I'm scrolling through. And of course, the For You page is the page that everyone knows about it. If they try to put content on there that you're going to be interested in. So all of a sudden, this young boy starts screaming at me through my screen. He's like, imagine you're in a burning building. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. It caught my attention. So I clicked on it and I watched the video. I'm like, this is really awesome. This kid is, preaching the gospel at, a young age. He seems to have his head screwed on straight. And so he happened to be live at the time. So I clicked on his live, and he was sitting there and he was preaching. And I just sat there and listened, and he happened to mention, he said, I'm looking for somebody who knows how to do graphic design for merch. So after he ended the live, I followed him and I sent him a private message on Twitter. And he responded to me, and I said, listen, this is what I do. I'll send you some samples of what I do. And we got talking, and he ended up, that was pretty much it. We talked for a month or so through DMs on Twitter. And we came up with the Repent design, and we released that, but our friendship grew. And it's funny, there's a few years of an age difference between us, but I tell people with faith, your age doesn't matter, with friendship. And we came up with that design, and then slowly he literally became my best friend, and we ended up recently we rebranded the whole merch business. It became Burning Faith. That was all his idea. He did all the website stuff himself. He learned how to do the taxes and everything for his state. um Him and his dad worked on it. I'm super proud of him for that. I was the one that did majorly the graphic stuff, and he ended up we ended up working probably, I want to say probably over 30 hours straight within the last 3 or 4 weeks on his newest our newest two designs through Zoom, just getting everything perfected. And then we released those about, I'm going to say about 2 weeks ago, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So um and things have been going great, and it's awesome. I'm just blessed to have him in my life. He's like a brother to me, so it's been great.
For sure. And I see you're wearing some of his merch right there right now. It's one of the so
I probably have more merch of his than any other person out there right now. So yeah, I'm a big supporter of him. So I'll always, yeah. I mean, I went on TikTok. Growing up, um, I was bullied pretty bad in high school. So I really didn't want to. I never wanted to make friends. I was always that type of person. I would go to school, come right home, and not really want to go to events and stuff like that. So when I got on TikTok, I'm like, I'm just gonna be on here, just mess around, have fun, watch funny videos. I didn't go on TikTok looking for a friend, and it opened up doors for me. And now, I've got this friend. He's brought me closer to Christ, and he literally changed my life. Um, I'd say about a week before I got on TikTok, I was at the doctor's, and the doctor had told me if I didn't start to lose weight, that I was going to have the gastric bypass surgery. And that surgery killed my grandmother um, about 3 years ago. And it scared me, and I prayed on it. And a week later, I met Luke, and he started motivating me. He texted me, say, did you get out there and did you walk today? Did you exercise? What are you eating? Stuff like that. I got down 45 pounds. I went from, I was 267, I'm to 222 today. And I'm just going to continue to go. He's just been a blessing. So I'm very thankful for him. So it's just amazing how God works.
absolutely. And congratulations to you on that. And I wish you the best continuing on as you're on this journey, as we all are right now, too. So awesome story with that. And shout out to you, Luke, if you're watching this. I'm at a later
Yeah.
date, and I'm sure he will be. So as we were somewhat in the middle of a midst of a pandemic, too, many people are still feeling weary and uncertainty. What would be some encouraging words you could tell people to say, hey, look, we're going to get through this?
Well, I think that people just need to follow what their local guidelines tell them to do. Um, Definitely, if they're faithful, pray on it. Um, and just realize, it's something that we've come so far since this all started. um we're not running out. I don't know if where you're from, if you guys had shortages of supplies, but I know that we couldn't keep like toilet paper on the shelves. We couldn't keep any like cleaning products on the shelves. That's not an issue anymore. um but I think that we've we've been able to prove that we can do this. We can keep um we can keep from going like crazy, and we don't have to hoard products and stuff like that. We can get through this without any, um, we can get through this together. We just got to stay together and not try to, not get selfish and say, okay, I'm going to buy like 20 things of toilet paper and then leave somebody without any. We can work together instead of, against each other. So.
Yeah, for sure. And especially you're from the heart, the epicenter where this whole pandemic began early this year. And good news, it seems like that is no longer a concern threat for the New York area, but we experienced this, some shortage here slowly beginning to come back. And absolutely. So finally, any other advice you want to give maybe some young people watching this that are, I don't know, concerned or even yet bettered of their understanding of their faith, I guess the way you could say it. How would you say to them?
I would say just get in the word. um you know Honestly, I would say look at these TikToks, look at these videos, look to look to preachers like Luke, who can honestly, he's he's probably one of the most biblically sound preachers on TikTok, um, and I say that not just because he's one of my great friends, but because honestly, just listening to his videos and comparing them to some of the other stuff that's out there, everything that he says is truth. It's right from the Bible, and um, if he can influence somebody, I mean, I've used his tactics before, and I've had people convert from other religions to Christianity because of things that he has said that I've used. So there's been people who've reached out to me that were feeling, depressed, suicidal, um, and I've been able to help them overcome that because of things that he has been able to say. I mean, I can't say enough good things about him just because of that. But I mean, just get in the Word, pray. Um, it's hard because sometimes you go through struggles in life, and sometimes that's the last thing that you want to deal with. I've been through panic attacks in my life, and going through stuff like that, it's like, okay, that when you're going through that fear during a panic attack, it's like that's the last thing that you want to think of is opening your Bible and reading, because you want to run out of the room, and you just don't want to think or concentrate. You can't concentrate. And but truly the real thing that you need to do is get into the Word, listen to worship music. It really it makes an impact on your life. It can change your life.
Seth, appreciate it and good meeting you. And I can extend my wishes to you and best to you and Luke as the business continues on.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. So we're going to have this interview up coming up this weekend. Be sure to follow RUHSN. We'll also tag Seth's TikTok if you want to keep up with some of his videos that he also posted out there. Some great content that he does on TikTok and other platforms. Stick around. We'll have much more right after this.